And it's Feeling You with Vic the Brick Jacobs right over there, the nutty lid. I love it. PJ over here. We are excited, Vic, and we got to jump right into it because, I mean, first of all, Spurs have really come into their own. And secondly, so have the Knicks. And I know the Knicks are your team. So you live and breathe the Knicks. So we're not going to do that today, but we're going to forecast what's going to happen here. But for today, Victor, how do you see this laying out?
Well, got to give it up, number one, for the San Antonio Spurs and Victor Wembanyama. I love his Passione Corazon.
Yeah.
This is not a normal young blood squad that has to go through years and years of playoff competition to finally win one.
Yeah.
San Antonio is there. Uh, they have defied tradition by not having any playoff experience
Yep.
and yet playing so well together as a squad, so talented, athletic. Again, they'll come at you in waves, yeah, a la OKC. But in this case, to win a game seven on the road in the home of the defending champions in an incredibly hostile gym, they really stepped up. And I picked OKC in seven. But as the series wore on, and you saw that the Spurs
Mm.
were playing sensational basketball. Yes, they lost a few games, but remember, they've won now 8 of 12 against OKC.
Yeah.
During the year, they dominated OKC. So I don't think people really thought about that as much as a factor going in. San Antonio had their way with OKC this season, and Game Seven, when it was all on the line, there was Wembanyama, there was Castle, there was Champagna, uh, there was Cornette making the gigantic block,
Yeah.
to really block the momentum that OKC was had. I think they were only down four when the layup occurred, and there was Cornette blocking Hartenstein, and that was just a giant play.
Yeah.
And
Huge.
listen, Wemby didn't get 41 and 24, but beyond the numbers, Wembanyama's emotions. I mean, he is the leader of obviously of his team, the MVP of the series. But his emotions were so beautiful to see. After the game, they hugged each other. They're like a high school team.
Yeah.
They're like a high school team. Going through the state playoffs, and it doesn't matter if they have experience or not. They're going to beat you with their amazing talent, well coached, great discipline. And again, the Popovich vibe is there for them. They go to back to Greg Popovich for inspiration, who's one of the greatest coaches of all time, even though he's not on the court. But he has instilled his wisdom in them, and they really shocked a lot of people in the game seven. I know, PJ, I had OKC with their waves coming at you, but again, even with a 35-point performance by the two-time defending MVP, Shea, it wasn't enough. And San Antonio is in the finals, and the Riverwalk is going crazy in San Antonio.
It's off the hook. And like you said, it's like a high school team. Nobody expected them, I don't believe, to outplay at home OKC. That was asking a lot of any team, especially when it's game seven after a long season, and to have that kind of energy, that kind of electricity, and be able to really match the skill of OKC's players off the bench, which was key in this thing. And they just not only matched it, they beat them. And I mean, they surprised a lot of people because suddenly the Spurs have a great bench. And we know they have a lot of talent, but it wasn't quite there. But all of a sudden, as you said earlier, it's there. They are there. They're a team to reckon with. You beat OKC at home in a game like that, you can't deny that they deserve to be where they are. You can't deny that they're a force moving forward that could maybe go for many, many years as a dominating team, as the Spurs once did years ago. They might be back to all that, and it might live again. You know, Tim Duncan rides again. Who knows? It's going to be amazing, So yeah, hats off to them. Hats off to OKC. A great series. They played hard. They'll be back for sure. They're an amazing team. But I'm kind of excited about watching Brunson go up against Wemby. I really am. That combination, I'm excited about. And that's next level. Those are two more next level teams, and the Knicks are there.
Well, the Knicks have won 11 straight going into the NBA Finals. Of course, their first taste in 27 years. And ironically, the last time they played in the NBA Finals, it was against the San Antonio Spurs and Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
So there's that history going for you. But the gambling is out of control. Bet everyone's a lot of money on the New York Knickerbockers, despite them being underdogs in the series. They're 4.5-point underdogs in Game 1 Wednesday in San Antonio. San Antonio will have the home court advantage. What disturbs me with the Knicks right now is the Mitchell Robinson cockamamie fracture of his pinky finger that he suffered not during a game, but during the off week.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened, but I'm not comfortable with that. Mitchell Robinson is their best offensive rebounder. They need Mitchell Robinson to defend Wembanyama. They don't have much help in the middle. The Lakers, Karl Anthony Towns is not going to defend Wembanyama. That was a Mitchell Robinson responsibility. Their backup centers are basically garbage, really. The Knicks backup centers don't play.
Don't play.
It's Mitchell Robinson.
Yep.
And, he has surgery on the pinky. He's going to play with a splint or cast or some medical formation on his hand. And that's, to me, a big injury because he was playing really well. And it's going to be about how they defend Wembanyama.
It really is.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Because he can't go crazy like he did in that Game 1, that 41-24 majestic Knick game against OKC. But remember, OKC at Holmgren and Hartenstein, they had big guys that they could throw and body up, the alien, the Eiffel Tower of power out of Paris, France. 7'4" freak that we've never seen before with this kind of handle. Because what are the Knicks going to do defensively? I'm worried about that. I'm concerned. I love the way the Knicks are playing collectively with their defense, but again, the competition does not measure up to either OKC or San Antonio.
No.
Who they've swept. They swept Philly, they swept Cleveland, and they destroyed Atlanta in 6. But they've won 11 straight. But that's the past. There's no more momentum. They've been off a week. Robinson has fractured his finger. They're a weaker team than they were a week ago.
Yeah.
Obviously, if Robinson was healthy, I'd say, I'm confident that Robinson can body him up. He's a big physical dude. I think he can still do it, but he's going to be limited with the pinky finger. Let's face it, you have a broken finger, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt you, defensively, offensively. He can't shoot free throws anyway. He's a horrible free throw shooter.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt him there.
There could be Hacker Robinson. It could be Hacker Robinson by San Antonio to get him to the free throw line because he's not going to be able to sink his free throws. So that could be a hindrance for the Knicks. But on the positive side, you're right. Jalen Brunson's unbelievable. The number 11, has been playing out of his mind. But basically, it's Brunson. He's a leader down the stretch. There's no one like him in the last 5 minutes of the game. And Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational. Mikal Bridges has been out of his mind offensively. He always plays great defense, but now he's playing the offense.
Yep.
Anunoby, OG Anunoby, sensational. Hart, sensational. I mean, all the starting parts have been amazing. And, Landry Shamet off the bench, unconscious, reminiscent of the great Knick bench squads of the early 70s when they had guys off the bench, who would just light up the scoreboard. So Shamet is in that tradition of the great Knick six men. So, and they do have momentum. 11 in a row. Again, it's the past, but if they can grab onto that, I believe the Knicks can come up with the upset. And I'm predicting right here, you heard it here first.
Wait a minute.
Knicks in 6. Let's go, Knicks. Let's
Wow.
go, Knicks, PJ.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're going for it. You are going for it. You're out there, Victor. You're out there on a limb on this one.
I'm out there, and I respect the Spurs tremendously. They're young bloods who don't need that wacky experience of the playoffs to win the title. As every team has to go through,
Everyone.
everyone has to go through, that amazing emotional inferno of the playoffs and
Yeah,
learn from it. I mean, even Michael Jordan didn't win until he was 28.
that's right.
Michael didn't win a title until he was 28.
Yeah,
It took a while for his Bulls, to understand how to win.
yeah.
For the Lakers, every great team, it takes time, but not for the Spurs team. I mean, Wembanyama
Oh, come
is
on.
really he is the freak of basketball nature because of that crazy handle to shoot from 25, incredible shot from the arc, and of course inside is unstoppable. Once he gets up there with the lob,
Yeah.
forget about it. And he
I,
has great moves around the hoop. He's a great turnaround Jay. Taught by the great ones. He's Elijah one.
yep.
And mentally, remember, he's very strong mentally. People don't think about the incredible mental strength of Wembanyama. Remember, he went to the Shaolin Temple this summer and lived with the monks, and really, really got a whole Zen thing going.
That works.
A very strong center in the moment, understanding the moment and clearing the clutter, learning the way, and you can see it in the way he handles himself. This playoff series at such a young age.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with his maturity and his drive and that passion. I mean, you saw it the way he celebrates with his teammates. They love him.
They love
They
him.
love him. And listen, there's a lot of love on the Knickerbocker squad as well. But you saw that last night in Oklahoma City, how this team has really come together. And I don't think a lot of people thought they could beat OKC Game 7. I didn't. I had OKC in 7. I had
Yeah.
OKC in the Game 7
Yeah.
at home in that gym.
I think you couldn't bet against them. That was the thing. I mean, OKC at home, a game seven, the way they've been playing, the elevation of their bench, everything. How could you bet against them? And I think most people went with OKC. And now the Spurs have shocked the world. They've shocked me. I've got to tell you, Victor, I respect your pick. I'm going with the Spurs in 7. I'm going with the Spurs in 7 because if they can play that kind of basketball, just what I saw at the rival of the OKCs, where that place is insane. It's insanity. And they were able to hold it together and play like they did. It's really going to be up to Wemby. If he can keep his concentration, keep that flow going, I think the guy's unstoppable. I think he's unstoppable. And I think Spurs get this in 7.
I respect that call. Obviously, the Gamblers Anonymous of America are putting heavy money on the Knickerbockers
Yep.
because,
Yeah.
listen, everyone wants to see New York win the championship.
Yes.
So many millions of Knicks fans out there. San Antonio is a small market. New York is, a mega market, and everyone's in love with the Knicks.
Yeah.
I am. It's been a long time between championships. Everyone had championships since '73.
Yep.
So that you call that 53 years between titles.
Wow.
So San Antonio's, they're fresh off titles. Basically, you feel like the San Antonio Spurs have just won the championship, even though they haven't in the last few years. But they have that legacy with Popovich and Tim Duncan and Tony Parker. They have a rich tradition.
Yeah.
Manu Ginobili. They have a
Ginobili.
rich tradition of winning. Instilled, by Popovich and a great management crew, and now they're fueled by the fire of Wembanyama.
Yeah.
He is the great X factor. Even though everyone says, "Oh, it's your Wembanyama," well, you don't know what it is a Wembanyama. It is about Victor Wembanyama. He is the X factor. He's the Y factor. He's the Z factor. He's
Can't
the
stop him.
factor.
Can't stop him.
You can't disguise it. The Knicks have their work cut out for them. It was going to be tough for the Knicks, OKC, or San Antonio.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I prefer San Antonio just because I love fresh. I love the fresh vibes, the fresh feel of a new squad in the championship round. So
Well,
the
with that.
NBA will crown a new champion again for like the 10th straight year. Uh, but I'm loving the Knicks' momentum. Again, slight step back with the Robinson interview, the injury. It's going to hurt them in the middle. Again, he's been playing great ball. Emotionally, I know he's been through a lot of emotional issues. Robinson, you can tell in his texts when he sends out his ex's uh, Twitter, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But when he's emoting his emotions, it's like to all his detractors, he says, "F you," to them. Those who give me support, I'm glad you're there. I mean, it seems like he's split emotionally. He's a lot of emotions going on, Robinson. So I only hope he gets it together. I think the love of New York will support him. There'll be an incredible wave of love from New York Knickerbocker fans carrying this team, knowing that they have to win at home every home game, and they
Every
got to
month.
win one. They must win one
Yeah.
by the Riverwalk, one in San Antonio,
Yeah.
one by the Alamo, one by the. They got to win just one. But you're right. I think you say seven, I say six, because I think if it goes to a game seven, I think the Spurs win in seven.
Yeah.
But I think the Knicks are going to finish it off in six.
Mhm.
They have this drive. They have this Bronson. Bronson's been incredible. What a revelation he has been since they acquired him from Dallas.
Amazing.
Just an amazing.
Yeah.
And Karl Anthony Towns is playing, at such a high level, and Bridges is playing at the high level, and Hart is playing at the high level, and Anunoby is playing at the high level. So they're all playing great basketball. But again, so are the Spurs, and that's what makes it so fascinating.
Well, we're
It's
gonna see.
fascinating, but these young blood Spurs, they got my blood moving
Yeah.
because
Oh
I
yeah.
I didn't expect them to
Nobody
come
did.
into that gym last night
I don't
and
think
control the
anybody did.
game. Basically, control the game.
They controlled it from beginning to the end. There was one little run near the end, but aside from that, it was the Spurs, and you could feel it from the very first basket. You could just feel the difference, even though they were not in their stadium and all that electricity for OKC, you could just feel it, and it was electric. And like I say, if they can continue that electricity, and they're young and they're kind of inexperienced in this area they're going into now, but I think they can do it. I really do. I think they can do it, and I think Wemby is somebody that you can't control a guy that's that big that can move like that. He moves like a guard. I mean, it's just incredible to watch this guy move and shoot and do all the things he does. So definitely the X factor. Brunson's the X factor too. But by and large, you put those two guys up against, it's going to be a clash like we've never seen, I think. In the end, like I say, I think the Spurs, if they can play the way they did the other day, they win 7.
This game one has such more vital importance
Oh
than
yeah,
most game ones in NBA Finals because the Knicks have to steal game one, I believe.
yeah,
This is when they step up and shock San Antonio. Game one, they're going to have a defense ready for Wembanyama. I'm not sure what it is, but it's going to entail a lot of physicality.
oh
But
yeah,
game one, this is not a normal game one of a best of seven where you say, okay, whoever wins game one, great. But no, it is vital, and I think it's monumental for the Knicks to win game one.
yeah,
They have to
yeah,
show the world. They have to show
yeah,
San Antonio that they're not a fluke of the East, that they just ran through some crappy teams, that they are for real, that the Knicks are for real. And to go into San Antonio on Wednesday and to steal game one would be again monumental and set the tone. It's
yeah.
not your normal game one, PJ, of
Oh
a
no,
best of seven. I think the
no,
Knicks have to steal one. They must show the world, and most importantly, show the Spurs that they are ready to rock. And that 11-game winning streak will continue to 12. I believe they're going to take game one. That's going to be the key game
Key.
because San Antonio still might be riding that high. They will not be rusty. It benefits them to just keep playing.
Yep.
Knicks have had what 11 days off. It's going to take the Knicks a while to get back in the groove, but I believe they will get back in the groove in the second half and steal game one. Again, Knicks in six, and you heard it here first.
Okay.
Let's go, Knicks!
Let's go. Let's go. Speaking
And
of,
PJ, how about the Lakers? Even though they're out of it, they still maintain the buzz. How about hiring the rocket scientist to help Rob Pelinka in the front office with the analytics and the whole statistical stuff? I mean,
no,
that's groundbreaking for the Lakers.
it's groundbreaking. In my opinion, it's crazy. I mean, where'd this guy come from? He was doing
It came
rocket.
from the New Orleans team.
Thank you. The Pelicans. Take a look
Yes,
at where the Pelicans are. Take a look at where they are. They're 26 and 56 or something this season. 26 wins out of a season. I'm not hiring anybody that had anything to do with any of that. I'm just not. I mean, if they know something we don't, maybe they do. But I'm not impressed. I don't think, I think there are great basketball minds out there, that needed to come to the Lakers and help that brain trust. And they didn't get it. They got a strategist who so far didn't show me anything in the way of strategy. I'm sorry. But 26
I don't think
and
you're going to
56.
see it physically. This is a very, very ambiguous world of analytics.
I know.
They throw out the numbers, they crunch the numbers, they grind the
But
numbers,
they play by the numbers. And
and
what he says, what he's going to come up
it's not
with.
this is not a computer game.
Yeah,
This is not a computer.
right.
This is human emotions. If you put the Spurs into a computer, you wouldn't spit out NBA Finals.
No.
But they are NBA finalists and playing great ball.
Yeah.
But Ramadan worked in aerospace for 10
Right.
years.
Right.
Uh, Call me old school, but is he going to help Palinka not give up, a Caruso? Uh,
No.
that's a basketball decision that
Right.
destroyed the Knickerbockers.
Thank you. That's
So
the
many
point.
other, ex-Knicks are playing, ex-Lakers are playing, great ball elsewhere. But of course, the loss of Caruso still hurts Laker Nation.
Yeah.
Is a computer guy, analytics guy, going to say keep Caruso? I don't know. But the Lakers do need help. Palinka
They
needs
do
help in
need
the front
help.
office.
Yeah.
This is a monumental offseason, with the whole thing with LeBron. Will he stay? Will he go? What's the story? Uh, I don't mind the analytics guy. I just want basketball decisions to be made again with the gut. You can use your analytics for to help you, but the bottom line is you've got to make that call with your eyeball,
I think
with your
so.
gut, with your basketball instincts.
That was
That's
my whole thing when it
I
first
agree.
hit me.
I
And I
agree.
thought,
Listen,
you
this
know,
is this is this is the way of the Dodgers.
yeah,
They're integrating the Dodger analytics, which has been so successful for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Does it translate into basketball? There's two different sports.
two
I
different.
don't know. I believe it will eventually because I believe in Mark Walter and I believe it, of course, in the way of the Dodgers. But does that translate? I think it's gonna help in some way. But they also fired a lot of people in the front office this
Yeah,
week,
like 10.
PJ.
10 people gone, and they hired the analytical guy, which, I would have gone to a great university and got two 25-year-olds to do that job. And I think you'd get more out of it. And
I've been screaming for just hire Sam Presti's cousin.
yeah,
Someone
yeah.
with Oklahoma City. They
How
know how
about
to
that?
build.
How about
They know how
that?
to build. They know
Yeah.
how to draft. They know how to trade. So, there's guys in that organization or women in the organization. They know what's going on. They know how to build a champion. Oklahoma City is going to be dominant for years. The
Yeah.
Lakers are struggling. Let's face it. They're an
But they're
organization that
making
maybe is a number 3, 4, 5 seed in the West.
they're
Where are
making
you? You're really nowhere.
they're
You
struggling.
can't even compete with the Spurs, with the Thunder right now. So again, it's a hire. I have mixed emotions. I think it'll help a little bit, but I wouldn't have gone that direction. I would have gone right to the Oklahoma City organization, raided it, raided the brain trust of the Thunder or the brain trust of the Spurs,
Yes.
and get people who understand how to build a champion into the city of Los Angeles, because the Lakers are a long way away. I mean, look what happens, PJ. LeBron James is now holding them hostage. I don't think he is. Does he have a right to hold the Lakers hostage till
No.
August? It seems to be the vibe coming out of the LeBron camp is he's not going to make a decision until August, or have they already made a decision, PJ?
Well, here's the thing. And we talked about this already, if you remember, with LeBron and all that. I don't believe they should be negotiating a huge contract for him. Great. He's earned a spot on the roster, in my opinion, as the sixth man. There will never be a better sixth man off the bench where he can rest a little and come off than LeBron James. I'd take him at 42. I might take him at 43. But to let him hold your team hostage, if you're going to move all your chips over to the LeBron side and then hire some analytical guy from the Pelicans, you're dead. You're dead in the water already. I mean, you saw those teams performing, the Spurs and OKC. The whole time those two teams were playing, my head, I was thinking, there's no way the Lakers can even come close to beating either one of these teams. And they're not going to do it with LeBron as a starting guy, and they're not going to do it with an analytical guy from the Penguins, Pelicans. Um, maybe Penguins would be better. Um, Either way, yeah, I'm iced out on it. I'm pulling my hair out. I don't know what to think. They're going the wrong direction. I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why they can't see what they need to compete in this league, which is a young, vibrant, exciting league. And the Lakers are not part of that, and they're not going to be part of it with the path they're going down. There's no way. There's no way. They're letting LeBron hold them hostage. All they're going to do is tie up their funds. All they're going to do is wait on other decisions they should be making, and it's going to wrench them over for more than one season, several seasons. And it'll probably be a clearing of Rob and his crew in the next year or so too. That's probably coming because the way they're looking at things now, and the way they're talking, there's no way the Lakers are going to turn around next season. They can't. They can't unless they do something really huge that we don't know about, and that's always possible. You know,
That's
that's
what they
always
do.
possible.
The Lakers do the unexpected,
Yeah,
especially right now with the Mark Walter group.
yeah,
They understand it's a team that's floundering,
yeah,
and they obviously have lost the crown of who owns the Ciudad of Los Angeles. It's all Dodgers.
right.
Dodgers Lakers have always been synonymous together. Dodgers fans, Lakers fans, Lakers fans, Dodgers fans. But now it's all Dodgers. I mean, Dodgers have taken over. Why? Because they win
They win.
and they sustain the excellence.
They know how to win.
They understand how to win. They know how to win. They put their funds into winning. Uh, Again, the mom and pop shop of the buses. We love it. We've loved it. We've been entertained thoroughly, down to our toes, from head to toe,
Yes.
entertained. The great bus family. But the game has changed. You need a lot more money. The buses just didn't have the economic stuff,
No.
to compete with the corporations.
Yeah.
And again, they sold for 10 billion.
Yeah.
Mark Walter bought them, and he's a sensational owner. Guggenheim is sensational, and eventually it's going to translate, I believe, into Lakers success. But again, this Ramadan, to me, it's not the right hire. Uh, I guess the way their analytical views are, he is the right hire. But I am more old school.
Yeah.
I would have gone to the tradition. Who has built the foundation of a team for the next decade? Oklahoma City Thunder, San Antonio Spurs.
Yes.
And you look into how did they do it? There's a blueprint. There's a blueprint, PJ.
I know.
It's somewhere in
Of
Oklahoma
course there
City,
is. Of
and it's
course there
somewhere,
is.
in the Alamo in San Antonio.
Got to
But there's
crack
a
that code.
blueprint how to
Got to
do
crack
this.
that code. Yeah. Yeah.
And
They didn't do it.
it's not about giving away Alex Caruso in
No.
his prime. That's not how you build a winner. Especially, remember the Lakers won the bubble championship in 2020. Then they
Yes.
got rid of the team.
They dumped the team. They
They
dumped them.
dumped Caruso.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. But that, like you say, there's a blueprint. We didn't crack that code, obviously, this year. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It looks like they're going the other direction. They're being held up by aging stars. They're being held up for a lot of reasons. And I don't know what they're thinking. And again, I hate to say 100% anything because, like you say, the Lakers can always pull something out of their hat. And I think they might, and I think they might be competitive. But I'd be willing to bet $1,000 to your hundred that they're not going to be in the NFL and NBA finals.
It's going to take a while. But
It's going to take a
speaking
while.
of the craziness of analytics, how about Kenny Atkinson, the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yes.
PJ, his team got destroyed
Yeah.
by the New York Knicks in four, and he's saying, well, this was from a statement from a press conference. He tells the press, analytically, we won two of those first three games, and I'm going, what is he smoking? What mind-numbing drug is Kenny Atkinson on? Kenny, you got destroyed, you got crushed, you got
You got
abused,
crushed.
and you're saying analytically you won a couple of those games. Atkinson, I don't know how Cleveland is going to bring you on another year, but they did.
They
You know,
did.
bless them for giving you another year. But Atkinson, enough with the analytics. You see the brick.
There it
You
is.
see it, Kenny.
We
You
need
see
it.
it. Dude, that's the brick of Cosby. You
I love it.
analytics.
Well thrown. Well thrown. Nothing was more deserved than that. Thank you very much, Vic.
How do you think you've won a game, PJ, analytically when you lose by 30? I don't get that.
I think you're trying to save your job when you say that. And you say, but we're following the analytics. I did what they told me to do. And
Listen,
you
I did
know,
what the computer told me to do.
that's it. That's it. Well, then guess what? We don't need you. We'll just get a guy that plays video games. My son could go do this because he plays video games all day long. Let him come in there and coach because he does understand the analytics. If you want a guy that just does the analytics, get a gamer. Get one of these gamers. Get my son. Let him coach the team and then just follow the analytics. They know how to do that because that's what they do. And we'll see. You're not going to win though because it's a gut game too. And when you give up the gut and you give up all that emotion and everything, you're going to end up where the Cavs ended up. And nice try, good analytics. You didn't win. I mean, come on, face it. But we're getting close to where we got to go. Dodgers amazing, really coming on. I'm
PJ,
just
they had won six straight.
yeah,
They've won 13 of 16,
yep,
but a step back last night,
yep,
blowing a two-run lead in late innings because we had the nightmare implosion once again of Tanner Scott.
yes,
That was scary.
ugly,
To see him implode again from last year. He's having a great year.
great
Is
year.
it just is it just an aberration for Tanner Scott last night? I believe it is, but
Yeah,
still, that was a win. When
that
you're
was
up 3-1 late innings, Dodger Stadium, that's a win. And then to blow it 4-3, some guy Sosa,
yeah,
hits a home run, a two-run shot, off of Scott.
yeah,
That hurt.
yeah,
Listen, every game counts. People can slough it off, saying, "Okay, we won six in a row." You know what? You had seven in a row in your grasp.
yep,
You got to close it out. You
yeah,
can't let Philadelphia rise up. They're playing really well under interim manager Don Mattingly. They have momentum. They just swept San Diego.
yeah.
Wobleski was sensational the night before. Seven incredible innings, struck out
Beautiful.
nine.
Yeah,
Wobo has been a revelation. The
yep,
starting pitching has been a revelation. Suzuki pitched very well yesterday,
yes,
five and a third. Suzuki pitched well, and to blow it like that by Scott, it hurts. It
yeah,
hurts me as a Dodger fan. I know they've won six in a row. I know they're up by 4.5 in the West, but those are games you win, PJ.
you have
Those are
to
games you
win.
have to win.
You have
You're
to
not
win.
losing 6-1 in the eighth.
No,
You're up three. You're up two. In the seventh, and then was it the eighth? I don't even know. I think it was the seventh
yeah,
when Scott came in Uh,
The eighth
it
inning
was
was the
very sad.
mess.
It was
Yeah,
very
yeah,
sad
yeah,
because you don't want to see a step back. You want them to keep moving forward. You want Scott to continue to, shut people down late innings.
yeah.
So that hurt PJ.
It did
And
hurt.
again, the injuries, those are blows. I mean, Kike out 2 months with the oblique.
Yeah.
Uh, that was terrible. He comes back, PJ. He's 4 for 4, home run, double, couple singles. He's injecting a whole new life into the team, and then the freak injury to the oblique, and he's out 2 months.
That's scary because that's what happened to Betts, and those are scary injuries because a long time of healing has to take place before you can get back in. You use that torso, obviously, so much for your swing, for your movement, everything. It's just, yeah. So that was very sad. You could see it in Kike's face. He was
Oh, it was
just crushed.
he
He
was
was
just
crushed. Yeah,
devastated.
yeah. I mean, what else?
Devastated because everyone loves
Yeah.
Kike, and then Teoscar Hernandez is out a month with a hamstring.
Same thing. Yeah. I mean, we're going down the same road the Dodgers usually go down. They usually have enough depth to where they'll be able to hold it together and get it back. But the thing that my biggest revelation of the series between the Phillies and the Dodgers is not so much baseball as how did this happen? How did Don Mattingly become Kurt Russell? How did that happen? If you look at pictures side by side of the current Kurt Russell and Don Mattingly, they are the same person. I mean, I was in awe last night studying him and just going side view, front view. He's Kurt Russell. He looks like not his brother, like his twin. I've never seen anything like it. You've
Where's
got,
Goldie Hawn?
she's probably in the dugout. That's why, that's why they're
We need
winning.
Goldie coming to the Dodger games.
Yeah, yeah, unbelievable. You've got to take a look at this. I'm telling you, Don
That's
Mattingly
fantastic.
has become Kurt Russell.
Doppelganger.
Yeah, yeah, doppelganger for sure.
Doppelganger.
Tombstone. He could do the next Tombstone movie. Let's
Oh,
go with that. Come on, we love Tombstone. We love Kurt Russell,
and we love Donnie Baseball.
and we love baseball, and we
We
love
love Donnie Baseball.
yeah,
Remember
yeah,
he used to manage the Dodgers.
of
This is a
course,
sensational baseball man.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, Obviously Hall of Famer. Incredible Yankee career.
yeah.
And PJ, how about this World Cup soccer? Do you have the fever?
I don't have the fever because I have the anger because if you wanted to go to a game, you couldn't go because of the ticket prices.
FIFA is so corrupt.
It's corrupt. I
They,
wanted to
they,
go.
they've
I
been
wanted to
corrupt
go.
for
I wanted to
decades.
go. Yeah, I wanted to go to a game. How do you go to a game? No one could afford to go to a game. So, you know what? I took all my passion and I now have it in anger. And I have it in anger for FIFA because they don't care. They don't care about the fans. That's what it feels like to me. And so I think it's unfair because, your average fan cannot afford those kind of ticket prices. You know that. It's impossible.
They are
So,
such a corrupt organization,
yeah,
steeped
yeah,
in such horrific vibes.
right.
And over the years, they have just been horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so sleazy, FIFA, and to come
Getting
to
worse.
America now, we're really feeling the FIFA injustice. It
Yeah.
used to be in Qatar. It used to be somewhere.
Right.
We didn't feel it as much, but now, you know, with the World Cup in North America,
Global.
we're getting full on.
Yeah.
So far you can't see a game. Who's going to go June 12th to see Paraguay? If you got to go $1,000 for a ticket, are
It's
you
crazy.
nuts, FIFA?
No.
FIFA, you see the brick.
There it
You
is.
see it, FIFA.
Thought you had one.
FIFA this. Freaks. Get those ticket prices down, you freaks.
Come on.
W.
Give some tickets away. Give us some tickets. I tell you what, by the next show, FIFA, give us some tickets. We will give them away to
Yes.
everyone that's listening and watching. And please, if you are listening and watching, share this. We're here all the time. We'd love to give you some tickets. We're going to get FIFA to give us some tickets. This is the goal. We're pleading. FIFA, show that you're human. Show that you actually care about
Show
your
some
fans.
compassion for the fans.
I mean, that's where it is. It lives and dies with the fans. You turn against the fans, it's all about money. Guess what? You're going down. Come on, give us some
Imagine a
tickets.
half-empty stadium, a half-empty SoFi for USA Paraguay.
Exactly. Because no
Imagine
one,
that.
yeah,
Because the fans couldn't afford to get in.
They can't. I mean, and that's
Look,
tragic.
it's just
It's
a corporate
tragic.
world.
Yeah,
Just corporations
tragic.
are gonna
Yeah.
be able to afford these ludicrous ticket prices.
No. No.
They have to bring the tickets to a state where the fans can get in and root their countries on.
That's
I
right.
mean, let's face it, USA needs all the support they can get just to get to the group of D.
Oh my
Um,
God.
After Paraguay, they got Australia.
Yeah.
Australia's a tough team.
Australia's great.
That's no win. That's no gimme. They got
Yeah.
Australia, and then Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey's good.
Turkey.
Turkey could be the best team in their group. Uh, I believe they'll escape their group, but
Yeah.
after that, who knows?
Who knows? Well,
But
let's get some tickets. Let's get our things going here. Let's look at Don Mattingly versus Kurt Russell in a
ah,
picture side by side.
ah,
You're going to see what I'm talking about. And let's see what happens between the Spurs and the Knicks. It's going to be way fun. Game one, pivotal, as you say. Whoever wins that game, they go way up in the chances of winning the series. Not that that's unusual, but in this instance, it really is. So, Victor, we got to go. Great bricks today. Love to Yuko, great designs. Loves to our executive producers and producing team, and to Chris Donovan, who's the man.
DD number one on the ones and the twos.
Yes, the
Dave
entire
Cardona, graphics master.
yes,
Everyone, much love.
yes.
And to everyone listening, to Feeling You with Victor, Brick, and PJ. Thank you and feeling you. Yeah.